Hey Fox family, beautiful scene outside right now. Anywhere on the western slope, you're probably seeing very similar. There's a lot of winter constellations up there. Several planets are lining up. So yeah, get outside, grab a jacket, grab some gloves, even a hat. It's going to be helpful because these numbers I'm about to show you, they are cold. This afternoon, Powderhorn Mountain Resort, while we were in the low 40s, they were in the low 30s. Perfect conditions for keeping that powder. In fact, I was watching this snowboard. I was looking at that snowboard, and I believe, I'm no professional, I don't know everything, but I think that's a made in Colorado snowboard up in Minturn. Well, I drop the T and I say Minturn, but that might be a Weston snowboard. So there's a Colorado proud right there. A beautiful day. They had bluebird conditions for some time. That was cloud free and sunny. A lot of people probably got some sunburn outside today, or at least some chapped lips, but a great day at Powderhorn Mountain Resort. Conditions, I got here in 2014. I don't remember them being this good, so I think I've got that itch to at least get up there. But I marked my third time getting up to the Grand Mesa with cross-country skis, so I'm transitioning from one thing to another. We'll see how it goes at my age. Mid-30s right now. These are cold. If you're outside without a jacket or just one thin layer, temperatures in the middle and lower 30s, that's a bit of a chill outside tonight. So prep if you're going out. Make sure you grab a jacket, a hoodie. Temperature highs this afternoon. We lost Delta's number, but that was in the middle, slightly into the upper 40s this afternoon. Some of us are going to get improvements, like Montrose. For tomorrow, we're going to catch an improvement. Grand Junction, Delta, we're probably going to stick around very similar to where we were today, 45-ish. And this is better than where we should be for mid-January. We're supposed to be in the 30s, mid-30s this time of the year, pushing slowly towards the upper 30s, just like we're pushing our sunsets later into the 5 o'clock hour. 5:10, 5:15, 5:15 by the end of next week. That's when our sunset will be occurring. Though next week we have a lot of storms. We have three storms moving through from this Sunday through next Friday. So we may not catch a lot of good sunsets. We're going to get back into that overcast pattern. So hopefully you got outside and enjoyed it today. You still have an opportunity tomorrow with partly cloudy conditions. But once we get into Saturday, we'll start to get increased cloud coverage ahead of our next incoming weather maker. And Saturday also would be the day that we go a little breezy. Right now we don't have much. A bit of a wind chill in a couple of locations, but again, tolerable. Top wind gusts, nothing. 5 to 15 miles per hour. But once we get into Saturday, we get that southwest flow engaging. Even on Friday, the mountain zones are going to get breezy. We have wind warnings in Wyoming right now. So yeah, Friday in the mountain elevated sites, you're going to get some wind. Saturday afternoon, we'll get a little breezy. I don't think we'll exceed 25 miles per hour. Nothing like what we did earlier this week with those 45 and 55 mile per hour southwest flow and that really, really warm temperature in the low 50s. No, Saturday will be our warmest day, but we're going to confine ourselves into the 40s. Clean sweep on the radar. We don't have hazards right now. This first two, Sunday and then Tuesday. That's two storm systems coming through. Very little differences, very little breaks in between. They're both going to swing into the southern zone, so a bit of San Juan Mountains that really will become the bullseye. So great snow expectations through the middle of the upcoming week. Central and northern mountain zones will do well as well. Yeah, we're going to move past that. I do expect a winter storm watch Saturday morning, and that'll get upgraded to storm warnings and weather advisories. But the message is going to be clear. As we get into the mountain zones for travel, it's going to become complicated. The other thing about these southerly tracking storm systems is they generate a lot of good upslope snow on the front range. So especially Colorado Springs and portions of Denver, Sunday through middle of next week. If you have to be there, just be prepared for some significant snow totals, especially for the middle of next week. The third storm system late next week, this time next week, it's going to swing in from the Pacific Northwest. So the bullseye will be the northern zones, but central and southern will do well. So we're getting great snowpack, and we're going to add to it all of next week. We don't really get a whole lot of cold air, and we'll start tracking these storms late Saturday night. Essentially, it'll be early Sunday morning for many of us. So enjoy your Friday, enjoy your tonight. We will build clouds in later in the afternoon Friday, so we're going to lose that, but it'll still be a great end to the work week. Saturday, we start to increase the cloud coverage because there's a lot of activity on the West Coast. We've been talking about these storms slamming into California. By the time we get into Saturday night and Sunday, this is going to start advancing towards us. This is our first of 3 weather makers. And we're going to start with our mild temperatures. I mean, look at what Saturday and Sunday have to offer. We're still in the 40s, so we're going to start with rain, and we're going to utilize those cold spaces or the cold opportunities in the early morning hours to generate the snow. But it's going to be a soggy go of it, and we're going to keep snow falling through the middle of next week. We will see our third storm system late next week, and that should have a good round of Arctic air with it, so our lows and our highs will adjust accordingly. So we have at least a decent chance. Of course, the further south you are, like Montrose, the first two storm systems, Sunday and Tuesday, much better opportunities to get measurable snow on the valley floor. So we're going to watch this, be prepared for unsettled conditions for the end of the weekend and the start of next week.